Mendocino Vino here, ready for wine number 18 of the Wine Folly Challenge, Carmenere. The Wine Folly Challenge is where I try all 86 grapes and 14 wines featured in the Wine Folly Magnum Edition, first alone and then paired with food. As I said, today I'm trying the ancient Bordeaux varietal Carmenere, thought to have originated in the Gironde region of France. It is the child of Cabernet Franc and Gros Cabernet, a varietal that's not grown anymore. Carmenere is a very sneaky vine. It's been mistaken for a lot of other types of wine. In Italy and California, it's been mistaken for Cabernet Franc. And in Chile, until the 1990s, most of the so-called Merlot Noir that was grown there was actually Carmenere. They got suspicious because some of the Merlot grapes were ripening about a month after the other Merlot grapes, and they called them by different names, but they weren't really sure why this was. I mean, this Merlot was taken from Bordeaux and, taken to Chile back in the mid-1800s, and they thought that was it. But the plantings were probably mislabeled, and actually, through DNA typing, they were able to figure out that it was about 50% of the Merlot was actually Carmenere. Today, as you can see, I have my Chilean Carmenere and my bonus bottle from the Yorkville Highlands. My first bottle today is a Lapostolle Cuvee Alexandre Carmenere, 2016. It is 14.5% alcohol and cost me $23.99. It's from the Colchagua Valley, which is actually a very famous valley for producing Carmenere. My second bottle is a 2017. It is from Yorkville Cellars, grown in the Yorkville Highlands. It is 13.5% alcohol. And I'm not entirely sure how much it costs because again it came in a wine club shipment. Alright, let's get started. Wine 1 I would describe as a deep garnet. Wine 2 also a deep garnet. These are actually pretty identical. Wine 1 is a little bit deeper. Let's see what this smells like. Not a terribly fruity nose. I'm getting kind of more herbaceous notes on here, that sort of paprika, a little bit of bell pepper, raspberry, blackberry. All right, let's see what the taste is like. Nice structure. Definitely has seen some time in French oak, but I would say mostly neutral. Not a lot of vanilla notes, not a lot of baking spices. More herbaceous notes on the palate as well. Green pepper, paprika, a little bit of blackberry there too. This is a bold, powerful wine. If you will allow me to make a ridiculous comparison of what this wine tastes like to me, it tastes a little bit like Black Beauty, the horse. Not in terms of it tastes like a horse, thank God. But in terms of it just sort of reminds me it's kind of a powerful, dark, but also very kind of beautiful wine. Haven't had a wine like this in a while actually. It's kind of cool. All right, moving on to wine number 2. Far more fruity nose, kind of a little bit of some floral notes on here. Underripe plum, raspberry, bell pepper. But more like a red bell pepper than a green bell pepper. In my experience, those two things smell differently. I don't know if it's just me. It could be the color making me think they smell differently, but I swear those two things smell differently. Alright, let's see what the taste is like. A much lighter bodied wine, a lot less tannins. Definitely more fruit forward. And mostly raspberry plum. Pretty long finish actually. Cherry tomato. That's what it is. It's cherry tomato. Young, ripe, delicious, off the vine, cherry tomato. Huh. Not actually sure if it's supposed to have cherry tomato in it, but that's what I'm getting from this wine. Yes, now that I have figured it out, I can't unsee it. Untaste it. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, interesting. I wonder how it's gonna pair, you know, with those kind of more less fruit forward notes and those more savory quality to it. I'm actually not gonna say which one I like better because I like them both, I would say, equally in different ways. I think, yeah, this reminds me, again, of Black Beauty the horse. And this reminds me of fresh, beautiful cherry tomatoes straight off the vine, summer day, but both very tasty. For my pairing today, I have some Chilean beef brisket and some garlic, chili, paprika, mashed potatoes. I'm returning to the what grows together goes together ethos here with a Chilean beef dish. Hopefully pairs well with it. Never made this before. It could go terribly wrong. I'll let you know. I am waiting for the day that I cook something and record a video with it and it is gross because that happens to me, you know, not all the time, but sometimes. Alright, but let's see how it tastes together, and let's see how it tastes at all. Well, happy to report, not bad. Alright, trying it with wine number 1. Pairs beautifully. Very nice. I think I like the wine a little bit better now, actually, even though I liked it before. This is definitely a dish where the dish enhances the wine versus the wine enhancing the food. Trying it with wine number 2. Huh. I like this wine better too now. I think the food is just bringing out that kind of herbaceous cherry tomato flavor in this wine. It's nice though. I was worried that because this wasn't as tannic, it wouldn't stand up to the kind of richness of this dish, but yeah, no, it goes really great. It's like cherry tomato raspberry, which sounds gross, but I promise is very tasty. So, for my final thoughts on the matter, I quite enjoy these wines, I quite enjoy this pairing. It is not blowing me away. I'm not shocked by the taste of them, I'm not shocked by liking them exceptionally. Carignan was much more of a revelation for me, where I realized that Carignan is super tasty and I should drink more of it. Carmenere I will put in the, if it's there and available and I see a bottle, maybe I'll pick one up, especially if I was having some type of like rich, sort of very fatty dish. I think it does stand up to that, or if I was having some type of Chilean food. But not really not going to be my first grab. Still, it was educational. I am shocked by the savory notes in both of these wines, and I'm very glad that I tried them. This is Mendocino Vino. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, the quarantine has lifted. Who knows though? But anyway, stay safe out there and drink good wine. Chin chin.